How's it going, super friends, and welcome to the new recording space. At least the portion that I have finished so far. There's going to be more you can't see off camera, and I plan on using the entire basement as a place I can record videos. This is just the current space that's almost finished. It's painted, there's some stuff on the walls. It's getting there. So welcome to the new recording space, for one. Also, I want to say a huge, big, fat thank you, because not only did I reach that 1,000 mark that I really needed to get to, but we've blown past it. By like 50 subscribers, we've blown past it. And I need to send a big thank you your way, because this wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for you folks turning in and watching the videos every time I upload them. It's pretty darn awesome, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something right. So thanks for that. Now, I wanted to move on to the rest of the video here, and I wanted to deal with opening something for you, and then an eBay seller who maybe you should possibly steer clear of. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up this here package that I got from an Asian eBay seller. It took like a month and a half to get to me, but I think you'll be interested in what it is. I'll likely do a full review of this on the channel as well, but it's something that I ordered a while ago because I needed some of the parts to finish off this custom 1/6 Superman. I got it on the Fionakin, whatever it's down there at the bottom of the screen. A special body, a seamless body. I did a video on it too, actually. So there we go, there's the first box. Oh, he put a lovely thank you sticker on there. Oh, it's a stamp actually, with their actual eBay name. Miss Mouse. Moose. I'm not sure what that's supposed to say. Moose, I think. Handling a sharp object, cutting the tape on a box. Always make sure you're careful. Don't cut your fingers. This is a brand new blade, and I don't want to slice my fingers off. Seriously, I get really freaked out when I'm handling these. It's always in the back of my mind. I'm gonna cut my finger wide open and get blood all over the thing I just ordered. One more tape line. Let's cut that too. All right. Okay, you ready? Pull it out, and ta-da! It's a brick of bubble wrap! Ah, I'm gonna have to use the blade again because it's wrapped really well actually in this bubble wrap. So I'm gonna carefully slice down the side. Oh wow, there's 2 layers of bubble wrap. That's good. 3 layers of bubble wrap. Not 1, not 2, but 3 layers of bubble wrap. There we go. It is. All right, it's out, and it's the Crazy Toys 1/6 scale Superman figure. Front of the box, back of the box, and I picked them up because right here I did a custom Superman, and I couldn't use the boots from the actual Sideshow Superman because they don't fit over these feet. They're a little bit too small. And so I ordered this Superman because the boots that they ship are actually a little bit bigger from what I can tell. They might not be. I might have just wasted my money. So I'll do a review of that on the channel, and then I'll also finish my custom. I don't know if maybe I'll just add the finished custom in the end of the the Crazy Toys video. I'm not sure, but so I ordered this, which there will be a video for, and he'll be in it, more than likely. Now the next thing I wanted to talk about was actually my experience that I had with an Asian eBay collectibles seller that goes by the name of Lovecell. Now if you're familiar with my channel, then you'll know that a few months back I did a review of a Crazy Toys, which is actually a knockoff of Sideshow, a Crazy Toys 1/6 scale Batman figure. Now at first glance, the Batman figure looked like it was a reasonable knockoff. I can't afford all of the brand name stuff, and I just figured I'll buy the knockoff and just do a review of it and see what it's like. It'll be an adventure is what it will be. And an adventure it actually was. I was assuming, okay, it's a knockoff, so it's not going to be quite up to par. And those of us who buy Asian goods from eBay, that we kind of assume there's a good chance it's going to be a knockoff. We take that into account when we buy it, and we're okay with it. But we still do expect a certain level of quality. And sometimes the knockoff market actually puts out items that are as good or sometimes even better quality than the original. That was not the case with this Batman. This Batman was atrocious. A piece arrived broken in the box, another piece broke during the review, and then the Batman itself showed up not as described. So for example, the belt was not the same kind of material they would have used on the actual Sideshow Batman belt. The Sideshow one, if I'm not mistaken, has a fabric belt by the looks of it. The belt that I received was all solid. It was all hard. So it was a completely different belt. And then more importantly, because that's something that I could deal with and I'd be fine with, the boots that showed up on my Batman were not Batman boots, which point up at the front. They were Superman boots from the Sideshow Superman. They gave Batman Superman's boots. And for someone like me, that is a no-go. I can't deal with that. I can't display a Batman on a shelf with Superman boots and go, well, it's a knockoff, so I can deal with it. No, I can't. That would drive me nuts. And so I packaged it back up because of the broken parts, because of the Batman not being as described, and I sent it back. Thing is, as far as eBay goes, if somebody sells something to you that's not as described, you're actually just supposed to get your money back, and the seller who sent you something that was just not as described is just out the item. That's how it's supposed to work. And that's how it's worked for me in the past. There have been sellers. One time I got a seller that shipped me a Martian Manhunter that was covered in crystallized dog urine. His cape was just, all the cracks were filled with crystallized piss. For real. I had a Batman show up that smelled like it had been marinating in the sweaty summertime armpits of some grotesque mole-infested fat guy by a swimming pool in the hot Las Vegas summer heat. It was disgusting. It stank. It was so bad that my wife and I used to play pranks on each other by sticking the stinky Batman. We called him the Stinky Batman. We would put the Stinky Batman in each other's underwear drawer or in each other's pillow, and it would make whatever it touched reek for the rest of the day. And so you'd have to go to bed with your pillow stinking like disgusting armpits. I don't know why it stank. It just did. But we got our money back for that one as well, and we didn't have to ship the item back either. But that's not how it worked for me. What happened instead was I ended up pushing the wrong button, and it made it so that I actually had to ship the item back to the seller, which I did, and the nice lady behind the counter working at Canada Post said, your tracking number is right here, and she pointed to it, and we believed her, and we sent the item off, and we took a picture of the receipt and sent it to the fella. And he says, where's the tracking number? And I'm looking, and sure enough, down at the bottom in the fine print, it says that there was no tracking number. That's ridiculous. Every single international package order is supposed to have a tracking number, and at the very least, okay, we should have read the receipt better, so that's on me. I get that. However, the person who works at Canada Post, who deals with this all the time, should have known full well whether there was or was not a tracking number provided with the shipment that we'd sent. She should have known that. It's her job to know that kind of stuff. Anyway, to make a very long story short, this seller knew full well they had us by the short and curlies, and we couldn't do anything about it because we couldn't provide a tracking number. And eBay and PayPal, no one was able to help us. Over the many conversations I had with them, the bottom line was no tracking number, no refund. So to this day, LoveCell has my money. They probably have the item. It likely reached them, but I can't even contact them because it's been 90 days since this whole kerfuffle started. So I am literally just up the creek without a paddle. I'd be able to afford a paddle if they had sent me a refund. I could have bought a paddle and I could have... No, bad joke. Stupid joke. Moving on. Now, why am I telling you this? Is it to just bash LoveCell? Well, I guess I suppose it's maybe a little bit of revenge for their shady business practices. I don't want a business like that to prosper. But more so, the reason why I don't want them to prosper is because I don't want people like you to end up shopping with this eBay seller and then having the same kind of experience that I did. And so, first off, here is what their actual... Their page looks like. And you can see here they have a lot of really bad feedback. And just going through the list here, a lot of the people are saying the exact same thing about the items being damaged or not as described. They have a really, really terrible feedback rating. To have 97% positive feedback is atrocious for eBay. You need to have a much higher percentage than that. They have a lot of negative feedback and a lot of neutral feedback. So that should be your number one dead giveaway that you don't do business with them. And then also, here's what they actually send you. Here's a picture from another seller of what you'll actually get in the mail when you order that. I can at least say that I respect this seller for showing what the actual items are rather than what the stock images that Sideshow put out. You can't use those images. Oh, and they've also since changed their listing since I've had all of these communications back with them because I probably pursued them more than anybody else did. I had a lot of email conversations with this person. They've since changed the listing to cover their butt. So I'm just warning you as my subscribers, do not shop with LoveSell. It's not a good place to put your money. There's other eBay sellers who are from Asia who do good business, and seek those ones out. And I encourage you to find eBay sellers that have the highest possible positive feedback rating. The lower the positive feedback, the more you do not want to do business with them, because there's a good chance that you could get burned in the end like I did. Anyhow, I think I've covered everything I had to say today. Like I said, there will be a review of this Superman going up on the site. I'll be recording it today. It'll go up at some point after this video. I've also got this Superman here that I'll likely include in the video as well, with the new boots installed. So it'll be kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. It'll be like the finishing up of a custom kit bash along with an action figure review. So a lot of you who have wanted to know if this is worth picking up, we're gonna find out together. But yeah, if you like this video, please slap a like on it. It lets me know that you liked it a lot. Please do not shop from LoveSell. That would make me even happier than leaving a like on this video. Any comments at all, or if you've dealt with LoveSell or been burned by a knockoff / eBay Asian eBay seller, let me know down in the comment section below. And also, if you think you might want to see more of my sort of content show up in your inbox, hit the subscribe button and remember to ding the bell so that you never miss a video. And I'll see you with the next one. See you later, everybody. Have a super day.